Morning everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be looking at a new robot. This is called the Money Tree and it's developed by a company called LeapFx. They do have a lot of other platforms and trading robots which you can kind of see down here, Trade Explorer, Instant EA, etc. But today we're going to be looking at the Money Robot, and one of the reasons why we're going to be looking at the Money Robot is when we look at the Myfxbook, which we'll take a look at in a second. From $1,000 deposit, they've actually grown it to above $20,000 in a very short period of time. So when you come over to the website, leapfx.com/moneytree, you'll see there's sort of a webinar here. It's about a 30-minute webinar where they basically explain through, the whole robot, what it's based on, the profits, that sort of thing. I've also started running this robot on well, not a live account, a demo account, which we'll take a look at in a second. So you can see here, basically they've accumulated over 700% in profit in just 3 months, and anybody that has zero experience can use it. Okay, they've obviously got a Myfxbook, which you look at third-party verified stats for tracking the profitability, and you'll see here some of the screenshots which they have. So you can see here deposits $1,000 at the time of the screenshot, $6,000 in balance, so $5,300 in profit, with a high monthly return rate over here, and then you can see their trading activity over here. So we're going to have a look at this. I've also got some testimonials on here, so I don't have tons of Money Tree robot results yet, but below is so far what I have. It's won 19 trades in a row at AdroFX, so that's the broker AdroFX on a 25k account. It's about to win another trade. So far so good. It's only been a day, but really love what I'm seeing. 30% profit in 2 days is the best EA I've used so far. So far so good. 18 trades, 18 wins. Now you'll see here they claim over 90% win rate. It trades 15 pairs, low account exposure, low stop loss. It says in terms of a strategy, it doesn't use hedging, so it doesn't open a buy and a sell. There's no grid, which means, it doesn't open a buy, and then if the market drops, it opens another buy, it doesn't open another buy. Prop firm compliant, beginner friendly, 100% automated, trades on an average less than 5 hours, and a high monthly return. So you get a, detailed setup guide, full access, customer support, lifetime updates. One of the nice things is that they have a unconditional 30-day money back guarantee. There is some criteria to this, so when you do go ahead and buy it, please make sure that you're meeting all the criteria and able to get the 30-day money back guarantee. You need to be running it on a demo account, live account, certain brokers, things like that, to make sure you comply. And the one thing that I would have to say is quite a drawdown, obviously depending on whether this robot works or not, is the price. So you're looking at about $600 for a year worth of licensing and $900 as a once-off lifetime membership. Now, it is a big chunk of money upfront, especially considering if you don't know the robot works or not. But if you're able to replicate the results of turning $1,000 into $20,000, this $1,000 membership is a small drop in the ocean comparatively, still making $19,000. And that's basically what I'm going to be trying to show you guys, is whether we're able to replicate the vendor's results in achieving those really high profitability numbers. Now, when we take a look at the robot itself, in a minute when we jump over to the VPS, sorry, you'll notice that there isn't any settings at the moment that you can change. The only thing you're able to change is the lot size. Now, the lot size basically determines how aggressive the robot is, how much profit you're going to be making from this particular pair, and what's your risk appetite. And I think that's the important thing that determines sort of the profitability that we see here, the vendors getting with this type of results. Because obviously if you're using a very small lot size, you're not going to get the same results that they have. So with this robot, I'll read through some of the currency pairs that they do trade, or the 15 pairs that they trade here, which is not shown on the screen. And we'll also take a look at the different lot size. So let's take a look quickly at the Myfxbook before we jump into that. So you see here, it's a real account, USD based account. It's running on Blaze Markets. That's a broker which I'm also using for this demo test. And then the leverage is 1 to 200 on MetaTrader 4. You'll see here, if I switch this over to profit, okay, they started this in Feb, right? So February, they've deposited $1,000. And since February to currently, we're looking at the beginning of August, the 2nd of August, you're sitting with a profit of $19,900. So call it $20,000, which is absolutely insane. You know, I mean, I've never seen growth like that quickly in the space of essentially 4 or 5 months. I'm just trying to have a look here. They haven't had any trades this week, it seems. And let's look at the drawdown. What sort of drawdown are we looking at? Well, the max drawdown we've had is about 18.5%. So under 20% drawdown with that sort of profit is absolutely phenomenal. That's really, really fantastic. I think that was the high, that was the loss that they took over there. So let's go look at the overall trading statistics. Profitability, 92% is really, really high. You'll see here the average win is $100. The average loss is $291. Monthly gain basically positive almost every month, including July, which is phenomenal. This is obviously some of the other systems which they've tested out. We're not going to look at that. We can look at their trading history here. So you'll see on the 2nd of August, they've had an AUD New Zealand buy, which is very strange because I haven't had that and I'm using the exact same broker as them. But let's take a look. I mean, perhaps there is something in this. So let's jump over and have a look at our VPN. Okay, so here we are. You see we've got it running on all the time frames here. All the pairs. You'll see that we are running it on a 15-minute chart, so that's what you are supposed to load the EA onto. Let's take a look here quickly. At the trades that I have. So I started this demo account with Blaze Markets on the 22nd of July, which is about, let's call it 2 weeks in, so not necessarily the full 3 weeks or a month. So we can't really, say whether it is profitable or not. We've only been running it for 2 months. On the day that I opened it, though, you'll see here we've had quite a lot of trades on that first day of opening. We've had a couple of buys on USD CAD, AUD USD, AUD, Swiss francs, the JPY, and then we had one on the 24th, which was the USD JPY again. And then my mistake, I did actually have one on the 2nd of August, which was AUD New Zealand dollar. So if you have a look here, you'll see on this particular pair, I made call it $25 on the last trade. And when we jump over here and we go look at their take profit, so it's 10 pips, they've got a profit of $170, and obviously that's because of the lot size being substantially higher. And you'll see here as well the previous trade sitting at $212, $200, so well above the $200 mark. Obviously that's the size of their account as compared to me. Okay, so obviously I'm making $20, $20 odd dollars there, and some maybe $40 in the beginning. So this is how I would essentially recommend it. Okay, there's 2 brokers which they advise. Number one is Blaze Markets. Now, for some people I've heard you cannot use Blaze Markets if you're a US client, in which case, LeapFx or the system recommends AdroFX as the broker. Please go check these brokers out for yourself and validate them. I've been running Blaze Markets on demo and I can open a real account, so that's not an issue for me. Now, in terms of risk, what they recommend is, I personally would say $1,000 minimum. That for me is a comfortable sort of amount with any EA. You can do it with less here. So if you're looking at, let's say $500, what you should be looking at from a risk perspective is 0.01 on a safe low risk. Medium risk would be 0.04 to 0.08. high risk would be 0.1 to 0.2 lot size. What we're looking at with here, the $1,000 account, low risk would be 0.02 to 0.05, medium risk would be 0.06 to 0.2, and then high risk would be 0.4 to 0.8. And that's basically between $1,000 to $2,000. So I'm running this quite risky. I'm running it on the high risk, which is $1,000 0.4 lot size, which is very, very high. I would actually maybe recommend when I go to a live account, perhaps using a 0.2 or 0.3 lot size and not necessarily these big lots. And then if you've got a bigger account, 3,000 to 5,000, low risk would be 0.05 to 0.1, medium risk would be 0.2 to 0.4, and then high risk would be 0.8 to 1 lot size. Again, this is on a normal standard account on Blaze Market. This is called a pro account. I haven't done any sort of cent account. I haven't done mini accounts or anything like that. I'm running this purely on a 1 to, I think it's 200 leverage pro account on Blaze Market demo. You'll see here I've got all the trades. That's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7 trades in profit. In the space of about 2 weeks, it's made me $225 in profit, which is quite impressive when we compare this to some of the other systems which we've tested, like Swing VIP, like the Pro Max Gold. Swing VIP, I think we were getting about $200 a month. If you remember, we've got $200 on demo. We switched over to a live, we got $200 again. I landed up withdrawing that $200. So essentially, for this to make the same profit on Swing VIP in 2 weeks as what Swing VIP takes in a month, very impressive. Also bear in mind, Swing VIP, I'm trading on 0.01, tiny lot sizes. Where on this, I'm trading much more aggressively on a 0.4 lot size, which obviously also contributes to the success or the big profits. But on Swing VIP, I cannot trade a 0.4 lot size due to the drawdown that I'm taking, about 30% plus. Whereas with this, you're seeing it at under 18% drawdown. You can perhaps take that bigger lot size. So I just want to see here, we've taken the AUD New Zealand dollar, which was the same trade that the broker took. I just want to go ahead and see if we took the same trades as the other ones. So before that, we had on the 25th, the broker took a USD JPY buy, which I didn't. I had it on the 24th, which was, I'm assuming, this one here. The price that they entered was 136.248, so probably around this one, I would say. So I would say pretty much bang on. And then before that, if you remember, we took a we took 3 trades on USD JPY. So that's 1, 2, 3, which is again the same. Ours ranged from the 22nd, and 24th. So that would be probably that one. We didn't grab that one. We took another one on the 22nd and we got one on the 24th. And then we had a AUD Swiss francs, which they don't have here. We also took AUD USD, which they don't have here on the 22nd, and we took a AUD CAD, which they also don't have here on the 22nd. So we took a lot more trades on the first day we started. We did have USD JPY, and we did have this AUD New Zealand dollar. So at least we're following some sort of trend here. So what I would recommend is, let's run this for a month, see what sort of results we get. We can also have a look at the drawdown. If it is something worthwhile that we think can scale substantially within this time period, then we may go live. I will also reach out to the sort of developer to see how they increase their lot sizes as they went along. I am using it quite high risk, like I mentioned, on 0.4. Maybe when you hit the $2,000 mark, that's probably when I should have used the 0.4. But I may then scale it up to say 0.5. On a demo. On a live account, I'll probably go a bit less, maybe a 0.2 or a 0.3 medium risk. So overall, this is a really impressive system, as you can see here from the Myfxbook. If you want to go check it out, it's myfxbook.com/members/LeapFx money tree. You can also find it through their website, which is over here. They do have it linked here, Myfxbook. And I'll basically do another update on this perhaps towards the end of the month, once we've got a full month's worth of data to see what our profit is like, or in the interim, if we got another couple of trades on the system, I will keep you guys updated on that. One thing to take note of is that this robot doesn't trade every day. Like the Swing VIP, which has multiple trades open every day, the Pro Max Gold, maybe once every 2 days it trades. This does not trade every day, and from the research that I've done, the comments that the vendor has given, that's quite normal. It only takes trades when there's an opportunity, so it can go for a period of 11 days and having no trades open. But when it does trade, then it seems to be profitable. So we're going to put that to the test and see if it does. If it does, it may be a good sort of robot which we can use. The one thing that is interesting here, where it says that it's prop firm compliant, I'll be interested to see what sort of prop firms people have used this with and what sort of settings. That may be quite an easy way to get funded by a prop firm. But let's see how it goes. Thanks everybody for joining in. I will leave a link down to the LeapFx money tree robot system in the comments below. If you're interested, please go and check it out. Thank you so much. Cheers.